Celtic are 3 points in front at the top of the SPL after a 3-0 home win against Kilmarnock. Mark McGee's Aberdeen have 2 players sent off as Hibs win at Easter Road to go second. Hearts end up 1 goal down and 1 man down against Motherwell at Fir Park. Brothers in arms as one of Hamilton's twin strikers points them to victory at St Mirren. St Johnstone have their first home win of the season against struggling Falkirk. And Water's the winner at Tannadice as Dundee United and Rangers have their match abandoned. In the 10th round of games in the Clydesdale Bank Premier League, Kilmarnock went to Celtic Park. Rangers were at Tannadice to face Dundee United. Hibs at home to Aberdeen. Motherwell played Hearts. In Perth, St Johnstone against Falkirk. And St Mirren were at home to Hamilton. On Halloween, there was no masking the importance to Celtic of getting their home form sorted out, and they did against Kilmarnock.
Now it's McGeady with Hinkle behind him, stepping away from Hamill. It's good play there by Hinkle, excellent play! The fine back heel by McDonald, well saved by Bell. Very important stop early in the match by the young Kilmarnock goalkeeper. This is fine play here by Hinkle, very positive, and the back flick there from McDonald was a good one. Well taken again by Bell. Interesting the way Celtic used McCourt coming in from that left-hand side with natural right foot, but he uses that very effectively, that language style coming inside. Graham across to McCourt. Being shown inside there by Salmon. I wonder if that was wise. Reaches McGeady now. Oh, that's brilliant play by McGeady. Outstanding finishing. Oh, that's terrific play. In fact, you wonder why McGeady isn't given that more often. Brilliant piece of footwork. And he left Craig Bryson absolutely rooted to the spot here. Look at that. Fine play by Samaras. McDonald's in the clear in the middle. Samaras could go alone. Aims for McDonald. Well, it's all about the decision making in these situations. McCourt trying to get a second, and it's very close. Well, this crowd is warming to Paddy McCourt, and no wonder. He really does carry a threat every time he takes possession. This is a very good change of pace to get himself into a shooting position. Lovins wins it well for Samaras. Good ball retention by the Greek. Excellent play from Celtic. Samaras releasing McGeady. Ronald waits in the middle, and Nguemo's trying to get there too. So does Samaras. There's the chance for Nguemo, and he couldn't get there. Under pressure all the way from Bryson. It was McGeady in the clear again, waiting for the run being made. It's just out of reach. Now McCourt. Looking here for Samaras. Mike stays down this time. Oh, it's a very fine save by Bell. Well, the keeper stood up very well to this. Samaras doing so well to get clear of the right. Play this into Scott McDonald. His instant shot could easily have beaten the goalkeeper if he hadn't been so sharp. Poor ball out by Hamill. This is Nguemo. They can't afford to do that, Kilmarnock. Give possession away so easily when they have it. Celtic enjoying so much possession in the match. That's Hinkle with a cross. Samaras! Well, he was criticised in midweek for missing a handful of chances against Hearts. This is his first clear-cut one, and it couldn't be more emphatic. Zaluska's in trouble. This is Kyle. That's good play. Skelton again. Up goes Kyle. What a chance he had. What a wonderful opportunity for Kilmarnock. Well, there was Zaluska in the crowd of players. Not decisive enough. Kyle had the awareness to play that out wide again. It's a very good delivery again from Skelton, but just look at the space Kevin Kyle manages to find, and he would normally expect to bury that. 54 years since Kilmarnock won here, way back in 1955. For some good teams in that time too, it's a remarkable record that. Including a league championship winning team in the mid-60s. Samaras playing it into the run there of McGeady. It's great play by McGeady, and he needed some help, the keeper. Cameron Bell had defenders all around him there, and McGeady couldn't get that on target. No questioning Bell's courage here as this ball is flighted forward, chested down there by McGeady. Bell standing up strongly, took the full impact of McGeady on the run here. The ball went past the keeper. It was turned back by Gary Hay, in fact, was it not? It could have been a corner kick, that. McGeady takes over. That's a good save by Bell. Very fine save indeed. Had to go down very smartly to his left as McGeady saw this opportunity to beat the goalkeeper at the near post with his left foot. He hit this very sweetly. McGinn now finds McGeady. Well, now McGeady goes down and he's going to be yellow carded for that. Well, I've got to say, I thought he was contacted there. I must admit, I thought there was contact. It's a yellow card for McGeady. Ironic smile on his face. Well, he was brushed by Fowler. There was undoubtedly contact there, but he couldn't wait to go down. That was the problem. Good play again with Graham. Here goes Samaras again. Superb play by Celtic. And Graham in the heart of it all once again. Measuring the pass there for Samaras, the first time strike at goal. And Cameron Bell certainly was exposed. Hinkle. This is McGinn, what a good chance this is! Brilliant play again from Celtic! Excellent play all round from Celtic, but that was utterly decisive on the part of Niall McGinn. What a thundering shot it was! Well, you always remember your first goal for your club, and that's the one Niall McGinn will recall. This is Samaras. Stretching his legs here, going on the run. This is Fortuné. And now McGeady, it could be his last involvement in the play. And a fine save from Bell once again. McGeady going for the placement this time. Provided there by, was he offside? Question mark there as Fortuné played it into him. Well, that's good goalkeeping nevertheless. Another chance again. McGinn to get his second. Another excellent save is Zheng Zi now with a chance. Still Zheng Zi. Still. Now Samaras. That came off the upright, helped by the keeper. Well, Cameron Bell under siege there and surviving very well indeed. This was very good play by the keeper. Very fine block. He had to get back on his feet to deal with Zheng Zi here. He looked to have an opportunity himself to make it 4. And cleared off the line there by Wright. And they all battled their corner there, Kilmarnock. And that was parried onto the post by Bell from McGinn. Well, how did that stay out? Samaras can't believe it. Well, it was David Fernandez in that goal mouth in the post area. There he is protecting the post as Samaras wins the header. It was Fernandez who made the block.
Hibs are second in the SPL after beating Aberdeen 2-0 at Easter Road. But it's a match which will be better remembered for controversial refereeing decisions.
Maurice Ross, his second game for his new team. And that's a foul on Derek Riordan. And it's going to be a yellow card as well for Ross for catching the heel of the Hibs player. Booked by Stephen Nichols. Lee Miller, Charlie Mulgrew, Chris Maguire, first time in, and there's Miller with a chance, but he's offside. The flag goes up against him. Even if it had hit the target, it wouldn't have counted for Miller, just squeeing beyond the line. Riordan looking to get something started for Hibs, and that was wild from Maguire. He had a swing at Riordan on the touchline. That's crazy, and that's a yellow card. Nothing subtle about that, was there? Maguire squares it for Ross. He's lost it to Riordan, and that's late on Murray from Maurice Ross, and he could be in big bother here. Yellow carded already. He didn't want to do that, and he's off. Aberdeen down to 10 men. Maurice Ross has been sent off. Bamba's header. Here's Maguire. Overran it, and that's late on Kevin McBride. And Maguire has been given a straight red card, which seems a massive overreaction to that challenge. It didn't look too malicious on McBride, but there was Stephen Nichols close by to make his ruling, and Aberdeen down to 9 men. Derek Riordan's free kick. Anthony Stokes with the header, and he couldn't keep it down as Hibs look to make their numerical advantage pay. Great ball in from Riordan. Stokes couldn't keep the header down. Chris Hogscross, and Colin Nish has a chance at the back post, and he couldn't hit the target. He knows this was a more than decent opportunity. Fyvie getting the better of Ian Murray, and Murray's challenge takes everything, and Fyvie's in trouble here. Murray got the ball, but it looked as if Fyvie fell awkwardly, stretchered off, and big worries for the youngster. Here come Hibs in search of a goal, and Colin Nish has scored 2 minutes from time, and Hibs surely have the points. Substitute Nish with the header down and away from Langfield, and that's 1-0. Eiffel losing possession to Nish in these closing stages. We're in the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Liam Miller deflected and in, and Miller has his first Hibs goal, and any doubt about the outcome here now has gone. Took a touch off Charlie Mulgrew, that gave Langfield no chance, and it's 2-0 Hibs.
Motherwell have lost only one SPL game out of 10 so far this season, and picked up another 3 precious points with this win at Fir Park against Hearts. The Tynecastle team survived an early penalty claim when Jim O'Brien crashed to earth after Ismail Bouzid's challenge. Staring into the sun, referee David Summers didn't fancy it. From Ross Forbes' corner, John Sutton headed back in for Sean Hutchison to hit the target, and Janos Balach tipped his effort over. All the chances were coming Motherwell's way. Giles Coke should have opened the scoring from O'Brien's free kick, a free header inside the 6-yard box. Coke light with the contact on the header, opportunity gone. Same story in the second half, Motherwell pressure. Sutton set up O'Brien for a shot which rustled the side net. It seemed as if a goal was coming, and it was. 10 minutes after half-time, when Mutu Akil crossed for Forbes, and the 20-year-old midfielder did the rest. Hearts keeper Balloch didn't exactly cover himself in glory, but it was a powerful strike by Forbes for his 5th goal of the SPL season, his 9th in all competitions, and further evidence that he's a player of massive potential. Hearts finished 1 goal down and 1 man down when Egert Jonsson misjudged a clearance from John Ruddy and had a tug at the shirt of O'Brien. A red card for the Icelander. The right decision, O'Brien was in on goal, and it didn't help Hearts' chances of a comeback. They did threaten though before the end. Andy Driver's cutback, presenting Gary Glenn with a chance, and his effort clipped the outside of the post. Motherwell's 1-0 win takes them up to 4th place. St Mirren's hopes of stretching their unbeaten run to 5 matches perished in Paisley. It was Hamilton who got the win they wanted to hold themselves 4 points above bottom spot. Accies were ahead in the 3rd minute when Portuguese striker Marco Paixão, who'd been hooked before half-time in the previous game against Celtic, made up for his misdemeanours in that match by opening the scoring in this one. Richard Hastings' corner and James Wesolowski had a crack at goal, which turned out to be a pinpoint pass for Paixão to pick his spot. Twin brother Flavio bounced off the bench, knowing how much that meant to Marco. St Mirren set out in search of an equaliser, and Hugh Murray, who'd scored an unlikely double in the 3-3 draw with Motherwell last time out, was close to an even less likely 3 goals in 2 games. Billy Mehmet's effort taking a touch off Martin Canning, then Murray, and the ball trickling just the wrong side of the post. Thomas Cherney wouldn't have stood a chance of stopping it had it been the right side. Paixão scored Hamilton's first goal and created the second 4 minutes before the interval. No pressure on the ball as the Aki striker set up defender Canning to make it 2. Not a defensive masterclass from St Mirren, 2-0 down at half-time. Into the second half, and Saints desperate to get a goal back. They might have done there had Michael Higdon got any sort of contact on Andy Dorman's free kick. And it doesn't help when a teammate gets in the way of a goal-bound shot. That's what happened here after Jack Ross forced the issue and drove the ball in for Mehmet to take aim. Stephen O'Donnell effectively did Cherney's job for him by heading the shot wide. A bad day for Saints was made worse by the sending off of defender Lee Mayer for that tug at Michael-Antoine Courier. Referee Stephen Finney saw that as stopping a goal-scoring opportunity, even though the Hamilton striker was barely over the halfway line. A straight red from Mayer, 3 points for Accies. St Johnstone started October with their first SPL win in 7 years. They finished the month with their first 3-pointer at home back in the big league. They were on their way against struggling Falkirk at McDermott Park after only 90 seconds. Colin Samuel opened the scoring as the Bairns displayed the sort of defending which has them in serious early season trouble. And just to compound their problems, Jackie McNamara was injured as he tried to stop Samuel. Here comes another nomination for Miss of the Season. Liam Craig would have been relieved as the match wore on that this didn't turn out to be crucial. Samuel set up and, oops, 8 yards out right in front of goal. That could have been game over there and then. Deliberately placed by, sadly 3 yards wide of goal. Liam was eager to make up for that howler, and his excellent cross handed Murray Davidson the chance to score Saints' second. The young midfielder bursts into the box on a regular basis. This time he couldn't power the header down. St Johnstone's misses meant Falkirk were still in the match, and 4 minutes after half-time they equalised. Brian McLean drifted out of defence, picked out the head of Kjartan Finnbogason, and from his head flick, Carl Finnegan drilled home behind Graham Smith. A rare moment of joy for Falkirk in what's been a depressing start to the season. But Eddie May's players weren't smiling for long. 15 minutes after squaring the game, they found themselves in that familiar position of trailing. 2 subs combined for Saints. Jonathan Johansson headed on for Mark Miller to finish clinically. Again, lots of Falkirk players around, but none of them able to do much about stopping St Johnstone scoring their second goal. A clash of heads here involving Johansson and Mark Twaddle, which needed treatment for both. And while they were off the pitch, the Perth team took the opportunity of making the points safe. Liam Craig's free kick tempted Robert Olejnik off his line, but the Falkirk keeper got nowhere near it. It cannoned off McLean's head and Davidson bundled it in for 3-1. St Johnstone's survival hopes have been given a big lift by that first home win. They're 5 points off the bottom. Falkirk are becoming detached at the foot of the table. The fans are becoming disenchanted with what they're watching, and Eddie May is a manager under pressure. Rangers had hoped to get back to within a point of Celtic, with 17-year-old Danny Wilson making his SPL debut alongside the 22 years older Davy Weir in central defence. Craig Levine's Dundee United fancied themselves for the points as well. Walter Smith was happy for anything to take the focus away from money matters. United started well, and from Craig Conway's free kick, Gary Kenneth headed back across goal for Mikhail Kovacevic to hit the crossbar. In slippery conditions, Rangers were lucky to escape going behind. But it was the reigning champions who took the lead. After that Stephen Davis corner was cleared, Sasa Papac knocked it back over the United defence for Davis to keep himself onside and beat Nicky Weaver with an impressive finish. The home team were unlucky again when Paul Dixon's free kick battered the bar. So close to 1-1. But the officials were treading water in a half-time inspection as the rain continued pouring down, and with player safety a big issue, referee Mike Tumulty took the decision to call the game off. Here's the full SPL story. 3 goals and 3 points for Celtic strengthened their position at the top. Hibs are now next best after 2 late goals against Aberdeen at Easter Road. Ross Forbes is joint top scorer in the SPL after his match winner against Hearts. Hamilton are 4 points off bottom spot with their win at St Mirren. St Johnstone beat Falkirk for their first home win of the season. With a torrential at Tannadice as the United Rangers game was dealt with 3 years to abandon. Hibs beat 9 Mother 1-0 at Park. St Johnstone 3-1. Hamilton 1-2-0. After 10 games, Celtic 3-point lead. Hibs are currently their closest challengers. Rangers stay on 19 with that game in hand. Motherwell have 17, Dundee United stay on 16, St Mirren 12, Aberdeen 11, Hearts, Kilmarnock and St Johnstone all on 9, Hamilton 8 and Falkirk 4 adrift on 4. Here's what's coming up. Aberdeen against St Johnstone at Pittodrie, the Lanarkshire derby at Hamilton, the Edinburgh derby at Tynecastle, Kilmarnock against Dundee United at Rugby Park, Rangers against St Mirren at Ibrox, and bottom against top at Falkirk. All the action next time.